doing things a little differently this episode. Felt like shaking things up. Last few episodes were going to or from the station and just in life at the station. I am on Kelly, which means today is Tuesday. I was supposed to be back on shift today, but being that I'm on Kelly, we're not at shift. So a little slower of a morning, spend time with the family, and now the day begins. Took the kids on a walk, and then now we're doing smoothies. So smoothies to get the day going before our babysitter gets here to take over the little one for a few hours. We only have her from like 9 to noon. And then after that, I get to pick up the slack. So I'm gonna go straight from here to a client at the gym. After that, I'm gonna work out, take you guys through that whole workout and explain a little bit more my coaching style and how things get run. And then I have 2 more clients this afternoon as well, in the middle of taking care of Callie. So I'm gonna come home after that, take care of Callie, wife swap. And so Tuesdays tend to be a stacked and busier day when I'm off. All the clients wanna meet up at that point. So right now I've already got my greens and my 2 scoops of electrolytes in, so 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Now I've got the creatine and the protein, all from Transparent Labs. Discount code on the bottom, or code Colson if you want to see it, save you a little money. But every morning, that's my stack. I also take the D3K2 I talked about last one, and the LJ100, the Tungkat Ali, and then I just started adding something called Glycovantage, which is supposed to help regulate the blood sugar levels, which especially after doing higher sugar fast absorption meal in the morning, like a smoothie, it helps to make sure there's no crash later down the road. So we're gonna do that and head out to the gym. And in the meantime, we get to deal with this chaos until then. So if you guys are new here, my name is Paul Colson. I am a firefighter, paramedic, rescue diver. I'm an online fitness coach, in-person fitness coach, husband, father, and in many trades. And if you are not new here, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming back and supporting all that good stuff. So I'm gonna tend to this one, make the smoothies, and then we're gonna get out of here. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, well, now that I can take a second to breathe. In the mornings, if you are a father and can relate at all, it's like a, I don't know, 0 to 100 tornado goes off the moment you open your eyes when the little one gets up, but you're getting the family ready, getting the little one's food packed, making sure she's good to go, making sure the dog's been walked, and the wife's taken care of, you're taken care of, and the next thing you're running behind and you're running late. So that's where we're at. Heading into the gym now. I have a client, and then I'm going to train myself right after that and take you guys through all of that. But on the agenda for my client today, we're going to go back to something we did last week because we're trying to dial in his squat depth. So it's going to be a pin squat, so squatting down to the pins, losing all mobility there at the bottom of the squat, and then driving from the heel straight to a standing position. After that, mixing in a giant set and then a 4-round finisher to finish that out. And then mine will be probably, I don't know. I thought I was gonna do squats, but I ran 13 miles yesterday, so I ran a half marathon yesterday. That was my long run since I didn't do it over the weekend, and my legs, my lower back are a little sore, fatigued, if nothing else. So I don't know if I wanna squat, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling. I have my bulk pre-workout from Transparent Labs when the time is right for that. That I'll down, and then I'll probably get some ideas as we train. But that is where we're at for that. So quickly, I wanted to mention, as far as my online coaching goes, I have had a couple guys continue to renew, going on to their 2nd and 3rd cycles with me, a couple new guys coming through. I am taking roughly 2 or 3 more guys. So if you are interested finishing out the year, want to dial in your nutrition, you want to dial in your training, and maybe you're prepping for a marathon or a half marathon at the end of the year that you're running behind on, or you are a dad, or you are someone who's got a busy work schedule and just wants to be in shape, wants to be fit, wants to have that athletic size and build and capacity like they used to, but doesn't really know where to start and doesn't feel like they have the time for it. That's kind of who the online coaching is geared exactly towards, right? These online or these in-person guys, some of which are hybrid, but solely in-person guys, I'm seeing once or twice a week, and then it's up to them to have the rest of the week figured out. Whereas you guys that are doing fully online, you get the benefits of not only paying less per week than the in-person guys, but you're also getting an entire week's worth of custom training, nutrition. We're doing weekly check-ins, working on habits. And it's not just the fitness side of things too. I always tell my guys I'm 110% in your corner. So if that means you got to figure something out schedule-wise at home, so you're balancing work and family and fitness and all that stuff, that's what I'm here to help navigate you through. So if that is something that you are interested in, you can check out my website, paulcolsoncoaching.com, drop your information on the bottom, or you can just shoot me a DM on Instagram. But we're gonna head to the gym, and of course, there's fucking traffic, so.
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon.
All right, so finished out with my client. Now I'm going into my strength session. So I had to step out of the loud craziness of the open gym right now because there's so many trainers in there, and take a second to write my workout. So we're gonna start with mobility as always, try to loosen myself up because that 13 miles yesterday has me feeling a little fatigued and just banged up overall. So from that, I wanna go into a depth drop to hurdle box jump, just working on that quick turnover, working on just the power aspect from the ground and the impact to the knees from the depth drop itself. I'm probably gonna keep the box a little on the shorter side today rather than going super high, just keep it minimal with the impact that I am experiencing because of the impact that I got yesterday with the run. After that, we're gonna go into a contrast strength block. So contrast doing a heavy barbell chest press, 5x4 into a banded plyo push-up. So explosive work there again, 5x10. And then from there into a giant set, Smith machine reverse lunge, 3x8. And then gorilla rows with the kettlebells, 3x10 on each side with a hip thruster, 3x12, which I'm gonna use the booty hip thruster machine that we have here rather than using a straight bar for that. Just again, it's busy, so you gotta make do with what you got. And then finish out, if I have time at the end, 4 rounds with a ski, 250 meter ski, easy bar curls, 10 to 15 reps, and then GHD sit-ups, another 10 to 15 reps. So that's the name of the game right now. I'm gonna take a piss and then get this body warmed up and get this thing going.
Sprint, let's go 100 miles on the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show them what we bout. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles on the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down.
All right, so we warmed up to 275. That's what we're gonna do for the first, maybe all 4 sets. I bumped it down to 4 sets because with the actual plyos in there, it's probably gonna be a lot of volume. So we're doing 4 sets of 4 reps with the plyo push-ups, 4 sets of 10 reps back to back, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds tops in between the movements, just for setup purposes and a little bit of recovery, and then jumping right back into it, if you guys can even hear me, so.
I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ay, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles on the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show them what we bout. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles on the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud. with me, hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around with me, hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about.
We made it home. So got home, immediately let the babysitter go, and then took Callie out for her walk with Cooper. Obviously he had to go to the bathroom, but she's down for a nap, so I probably got an hour. So just to put things in perspective for those of you who are in this position where you're a new father or you're super slammed with work, as I mentioned before, and you just feel like you don't have the time to work out, that entire workout that I just did, right? Athletic based, functional, strength oriented, with mobility included, was about 55 minutes of work, or about 55 minutes in total for me, and I was recording the whole time. So if you factor that in, maybe about 45 minutes of actual work if you were just dedicating that to it. 45 minutes of work, plenty of stuff to do within that workout. That's all you need, right? You don't need to be in the gym for 2 hours. If you're strictly doing strength, maybe that's your thing, but being functional, being athletic, anything over an hour is really not doing you any justice. And it just takes a solid 40 to 45 minute workout to really move the needle forward. So you have the time, right? My schedule is nonstop between the fire department, between coaching calls, between online programming for my clients, and then showing up as a father and being home and doing these things. It just takes communication, and me and my wife have a Google Calendar that we share back and forth that really just keeps things moving, right? So we have everything on there, has my Kelly Day on there, everything she's got meeting-wise I have for training and clients, and it just allows us to be on the same page to be able to make things happen. Obviously not every day is gonna be perfect. Sometimes I have to cut things short or whatever, right? But it gives you a basis to go off of and lets you know that the time is there. So if you need help figuring that out, that's exactly what, I help people do, right? In my coaching and stuff like that, we're gearing stuff exactly to fit into your lifestyle, not to be a hindrance or a burden or add more stress to your already full plate, but to get you back feeling right. Because if you show up 100%, you're 100% for your family and everyone else around you. But if you're showing up at 80, they're getting 50, 60, 70%. So that's done on the rant there. But I had someone ask me recently, actually a few times recently, what my training looks like right now. I am in the midst of a Chicago marathon prep. This is my first marathon. Started running last year, did a half marathon prior, 3 months into training, and now we've got the October marathon coming up. It's a lot. So just to give you an idea of what my schedule looks like, right? On a perfect scenario, I'm running 4 days a week with 2 strength days minimum built in there. If I can get another day in there, I will. It just depends on how things look. And now that the miles are picking up, it's a lot harder. But generally, Monday, easy run. Tuesday's full body strength session. Wednesday is going to be a speed day. Thursday is going to be another easy run. Friday, another full body strength day. And then Saturday or Sunday, I usually do the long run and choose one of the days to be a full rest day. I'm not doing shit. So that's how I try to do it. Some days I have to stack the workouts as long as I'm getting it in where I can. That's generally the baseline for it. Progressing the miles each week. Long runs by 1 mile. I did 13 miles this week. Next week I have 14 miles. So it's a slow build like that. It's a lot to do. So being as prepared as possible makes that more efficient. And then the full body strength days, I program that for my clients that are training 2 to 3 times a week. If you're doing 4 times a week, you can play with it a little bit more strictly strength-based, but you like to add in the aerobic exercise-based scenarios in there just because longevity-wise, cardiovascular-wise, and fat loss-wise, it's the most beneficial to at least be doing some sort of zone 2 training. But full body strength training has proven to be the best option. You can get everything in within a reasonable amount of time, and you're stimulating the muscles at least twice in a week. So at least getting 2 of those strength sessions in. Maybe you miss 1, but at least you hit 2, right? You've stimulated those muscles enough during that week for adaptation to occur. So we're not just staying stagnant because you hit an upper body, you hit a lower body, but then you never touch the other days of the week. So that's where I'm at. That's what I do with my programming for the clients as well.
And another thing I wanted to touch on, and this is the last of my preaching session for now, but if you do not follow me on Instagram and you did not watch the last video, being that I am running the Chicago Marathon, I am running for the charity ALS United Greater Chicago. Goal is to raise $2,100. I did start a raffle, started last week. It's going through to July 31st. And you can find the information for that on my Instagram at Paul Colson Coaching. My bio allows you to donate to the fundraiser. $10 is equal to 1 entry. You can donate as many or as much as you would like. And obviously the more you donate, the better your odds are. The winner gets to receive a month free online coaching with me, which is exactly what you would receive, normal coaching person paying full price. You get a month free of that, or you get the option of doing $400 in Transparent Labs products, which looks something like this. Fill up your cabinets, and that's your choice, right? So you get to pick and choose what you want for $400, or you get a month free online coaching. Obviously, if you're local to my area in South Florida, you have the third option of doing 3 in-person training sessions. But I know obviously if you're watching this, you're probably not living down the street from me. So if you're interested in that, interested in helping the ALS Foundation, and interested in helping my journey at all through that process, check out my Instagram. You'll see the story or the Instagram reel there, kind of more information if you need it, and a reminder, and you can hit the link in my bio, donate, and just make sure you leave your name so I know. And I will announce the winner on August 1st. So that is it for my rant for this. I'm going to kick it, try to catch up maybe on a little bit of work, and wait for this one to wake up. And then we got lunch. Little one is officially awake. Got her snacks. Say hi. Hi. And now we got breakfast going. So let's see if I can, there we go. So for breakfast, back to the usual. This one's gonna be quick, so I'm not doing bread today. I have a client call in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna throw some eggs together. Got all this stuff from Sprouts, spent an arm and a leg for it, but at least it's quality. So I'm gonna do 3 eggs, and then I'm gonna throw in some sausage. It's like chicken sausage that we generally give to Callie, with a little bit of cheese and some white rice that I prepped up yesterday. We're gonna do 4 eggs and no egg whites. But quick lunch, I'm gonna knock this down because again, I only have a few minutes before that client call. I'm gonna jump on that client call, and then I have to get that one fed before I head to my last 2 clients for the day. So pack in the protein now, and more work to do later. Hopefully feed her before she screams at me. Almost at 5 miles of doing sprints on and off. Like that's naturally 50 minutes or so. That's where I'm hoping to get to.
Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner talking home run. Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner like all in. Lit the fire when you doubted, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no falsing. Doubted when I lost, slide back when I win. Fade and pay the cost, but I rose so thick and thin. Battles and the scars, see them on my skin. They tried to knock me out, but I'm
What is going on? So finishing this thing out, and it was a busy day and a different day than what you guys are obviously normally used to seeing with being at the fire station, but I wanted to make it a point to show you life outside of that, right? Because the whole purpose of this channel is not only to highlight the aspect of me being a firefighter, but also to really demonstrate me as a coach, a husband, a father, in that I'm much like most of you watching, right? I'm not super famous, anything like that. I'm just doing the ins and the outs that all of us are doing on a daily basis, especially those of you who are fathers that are balancing and juggling multiple roles in your life. So that's very much so the content that I want to put out, right? Is just relatable, real, raw, with also making it entertaining, but just showing you guys that you're not alone in the hecticness of your daily lives, right? And that it is truly possible for you to flip the script, right? If you are overweight, or if you are trying to get back into the gym, or you used to be an athlete and you miss feeling competitive or athletic, it's not too late for that. And just because you have a child, or just because you have a busy work schedule and life and it just feels overwhelming at times, doesn't mean now is the time to neglect yourself, right? You need to show up 100% for yourself to be able to show up for others. And you putting forth that determination, that effort, and that grit now just transcends down the line your lineage and stuff like that to come, whether it's through your kids or your grandkids or whatever the case may be. So it's never too late to find that time to get in there and get after it, right? I'm not some superhuman. I do deal with my own struggles with the ins and the outs of life, communication, family, all of the above, right? And I have my bad days just the same as you do. And that's life. And it's just about making the conscious effort every day to move that needle forward, right? I sign up for competitions. I do all this stuff because I like challenging and I like pushing myself, and that makes me feel good. That fills my cup. And seeing that work ethic go across the board is something that I hope my daughter sees and truly picks up later down the road. And obviously building that future and foundation for her. And longevity wise, I want to be able to be 70, 80 years old and still be outside playing or camping or doing whatever I can with my kids and grandkids. So it's not too late to start. There is no perfect time to start. Life is busy. It's going to throw you curveballs, but you have to make the effort and the choice to be better for it. So I'm not going to talk much more because I've already ranted a shit ton during this episode, but I truly hope you guys did like this switch up of the day in the life. And it is something I want to do more of, the coaching style and the end of my life, but not all firefighting aspect of it. So we will be back at the station next week, but just for future reference. So if you guys did enjoy, please subscribe, do all the things. If you need any of those links or discount codes, you can check that out down below in the description. And as always, follow me on Instagram for more of that, the daily stuff. So I'm done. I'm waiting for a client to jump on a call. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.